Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 1 of our third best of 3 of the day. We're going into Division B East. On the left-hand side, it's going to be the members of Hard Stuck Support Group with Random Engineer playing Muradin, Ender on the Deckard. Dawn will be your Chromie. This guy will be a Sonya, and Omar G is your Hansop.
10 seconds.
Right side of the map will be CM Daybreak. You got an MVP Dahaka, Awanis Greymane, Ara will be your Sylvanas, Tempest Jet Johanna, and Rack of Ham is your Stukov. You went to the Rob Zombie show, Bimpy? What's up, bud? Uh-oh. Ara getting caught right there, almost going down. Dahaka looks for the drag, none to be found. Good to see you, Bimpy. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, bud. Big scroll of ceiling down on the ground from Decker Kane. Picks up 2 stacks on that level 1. As I mentioned, Weenus getting a little bit low. For those of you who don't know, there is a total of 30 stacks we're looking for the Decker Kane. As I mentioned, you can overstack, but that's not part of the gamble. Nice spear in from Sonya. Decker Kane actually gets the last hit. Weenus almost going down. The healing pathogen is not enough from Rackham, and that'll be a double kill early on for Hard Stuck Support Group. Yo, Saddle, you're just in time to gamble for our first map in this best of 3 series. Division B East. MVP getting a little bit low here. Doesn't look like Sonya will sustain the fight. I like his music, but he looks like a homeless man. Well, he may look like a homeless man, but he doesn't have to worry about paying his bills like any of us. Also, he's got like one of the most insane horror movie collections out there. Like I know a lot of the MTV cribs were staged, but I don't think his was. And I mean, this is back in like the early 2000s. He had like this insane catalog of like physical like DVDs and VHSs. Like it was absolutely insane. I remember they showed it. He might honestly have like a Guinness record sort of size. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. I did some painting for the first day of Orktober, so you're painting orcs? Nice. Well, if you ever want to share them, there's Discord. You can share them in Discord, whatever channel works out for you. Usually it's IRL photos, is I think what people put it in. There's a couple other miniature painter friends or viewers that throw some in Discord. I could make a channel for it, but I rather have less channels than more channels in Discord. It just gets so convoluted. Well, either way, my opinions of Discord aside, we still have 4 stacks for our Deckard Kane. Is that Twitch prediction still going? 920 to 11,000. Wow. If you know the results, you're welcome to gamble, of course. Just don't spoil. Ruby level 4 for our Deckard Kane. One of my favorite talents right there. Pick up a lot of heals off of that one. A lot of floor juice, if you will. It's just the base coat for the skin. Oh, got you. Oh, as long as you're having fun. That's all good. Scatters on 4 stacks for Hanzo. We're going to get into our first objective phase. Chromie, I think, used the Time Walker's Pursuit right there just to get a bit of vision for the ally around in case maybe someone was going to gank onto Sonya, but none the case. Not the case. Little scroll of ceiling down to zone the enemies. Weenus with a Gilnane cocktail thrown into the enemy's side. Doesn't look like CM Daybreak can really step into this. Meanwhile, Sonya, she's not slam build. She's actually tough as nails with the Hurricane level 4. Looks like Sonya heads to top lane to clear out the Fallen Shaman. Both teams will get into the race side of things. And it's looking like it's going to be a dang near close race. About a 5k difference. Or 500 difference. Between these two Immortal health bars. Immortals go to the race potential sides. It looks like Hard Stuck Support Group will leave Hanzo on the left-hand side. Sorry about that. Zoom. Leave Hanzo on the left-hand side. Gonna try and defend around this on the right. Muradin Dwarf tossing away. This guy getting a couple spin hits to heal up a little bit. Hanzo throws the Sonic Arrow back, but I really wish he'd just keep autoing. Weenus doubles back, doesn't get hit by the Scroll of Ceiling nor the Chromie damage. Almost is taken down by that one. And it does look like on the left-hand side, the Immortal will go over to Hard Stuck Support Group. A nice, victory in this first objective race channel. Race contest, sure. All right, our Twitch Gamble is going to close. Thank you all for the predictions, the odds. Murden, Dwarf tosses in. Tempest Jet with not a whole lot of mana, trying to run out of the Chromie Sandblast. So the Dragon Breaths, and will be Hanzo the one to go down to Sylvanas. Ara finding that kill for the allies, getting the second kill for their team, and that bolsters the experience to level 7 as needed. Feeding Frenzy, Wizened Duelist. We're going to be seeing the Barb Shot as well. MVP, Brush Talks in. There's going to be a drag onto Deckard Cain. He's not going to be able to get out, and that's going to be Deckard heading back to the retirement home for a handful of Werther's Originals. And bottom lane, Sonya's soaking up a little bit here. We do have a Emerald, level 7 for the Deckard Cain. That's going to be 75% healing reduction for 4 seconds. We do see the life funnel for Sonya. Makes sense with her going into the Hurricane level 1. Typically, if you see Tough as Nails level 1, you get the Hurricane and the life funnel. Typically, but it's not always. Level 10s are almost here, so we cycle through the other numbers. We've kind of taken stock of a lot of the abilities. Tempest and Aura will be forced to cancel their hearts a little early since the Muradin was stepping up, and looks like they'll stick around here for the time being. Bottom lane, we will see this guy versus MVP. A little bit of Essence activated by the Dahaka. I think he went Tissue Regeneration level 1. We'll double check in a moment. Not 100% sure on his level 1 right there. He does have that Hero Stalker level 4, so that would be synergistic with the level 1. They're condemned from the Johanna. She steps up. Random Engineer looking to back away. Scroll of Ceiling does find 2. Venus slowed by the slowing sands. Muradin Dwarf tossing in, trying to lock down this Greymane, but it's not enough. As Deckard Cain throws down a healing, or a Herodra Cube with the Ruby on it. You can see all that floor juice. MVP looks for the drag. None to be found. Sonya is still staying in bottom lane. Dahaka used the brush stock to get to top. And 10 Talonteer's almost here. Waynus jumps in with the Dark Flight. Gets a couple autos onto Muradin, but he won't be threatened too much by that one. Sonic Arrow sees the Stuke off, and Friend still rotating. Muradin looking for the Stormbolt CC. Dahaka and Sonya with a little 1v1 down here, but I think, yeah, Dahaka just backs away. And he is Enhanced Agility level 1, actually. Enhanced Agility level 1. But the Zero Stalker still does pick up more Essence, which means you finish out Enhanced Agility a little bit faster, so. Still value for that level 1. But our 10s are almost here. Half a level to go on both sides. This is... Immortals going where? They're going to go to defensive sides of the map. Dahaka heads to bottom lane, trying to deal with the Impaler camp. It is not a Fallen Shaman. Neither team getting their Fallen Shamans before this objective. Venus getting chunked a little. Gets the Healing Pathogen. Spreads it to a few allies around. It looks like Dahaka gets a little bit of wave clear down there, but he's going to actually just rejoin the team. Random Engineer with the Stormbolt immediately. Dahaka burrows under the ground. No Lurker Strain level 4. As I mentioned, it's that Hero Stalker. Dahaka going to look for a drag. Lands it onto the Sonya. Activates the Dark Swarm. Trying to get Sonya stunned by the Immortal, but she's able to wiggle away from that. The Life Funnel from that Hurricane, or from the spin right there, was absolutely beautiful. Sustained that Sonya even more. Stay a while and listen from Deckard Cain. Sets up the kill for Chromie. And that's going to be a triple kill coming through on the left-hand side. Make it a Quadra. Leap in from Sonya, but the Iron Skin denies any CC on the Johanna right there. Sonya tried to make the Quadra happen. Unfortunately, it's only a triple, but still, you can't be too upset about that on the side of Hard Stuck Support Group as Omar G finishes out this objective on the left side of our screen. Blood Chicken. Arise, Chicken. Arise. Drag onto Sonya. The Stormbolt from Muradin breaks the drag. Scroll of Ceiling from Deckard Cain, finding another stack right there. It's going to be currently at 15 stacks for our Twitch prediction. 16 for the Hanzo on Simple Geometry, as our Immortal will be heading over into top lane.
The heavens shall triumph this day.
Oh, dude, awkward. Yeah.
Bring down the gates of hell.
The one that always gets me too is the Cyber Ghost of Christmas Past or whatever. That one always kills me too. There's some good Aqua Teen episodes in there. There definitely are. Healing Pathogen spread around to a few allies. The top lane fort does go down. CM Daybreak trying to defend here. The Immortal in melee mode. Does have decent damage. Over 1,000 damage in destructions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1,284. As the Stormbolt from Muradin connects onto Dahaka, the Immortal Spin pushes him around. Dahaka trying to back away. Has to use the tunnel. Lands a drag onto Muradin here, but I don't think there's going to be much to... Ooh, actually, no, the tower shots are huge. The Avatar activation is going to be coming through. That's going to be a massive leap from the Sonya. Chromie is going to mop up this fight. Well, at least Hanzo and Chromie are trying to. They only get the double kill. I was anticipating more as Venus goes in for the throat. The stay a while and listen is massive right there. Greymane goes down. Dragon Arrow from Hanzo was used as Stukov falls, and that right there is what we call a... On this channel, Muradin backs away, the minion wave arriving. Beautiful leap from this guy, or was it that guy? Decker Kane followed it up with a great scroll of ceiling and a fantastic stay a while and listen as Johanna has respawned, and so is the Sylvanas. Back in top lane to defend. The keep drops to 50%. The next Immortal phase should be coming up soon, and naturally we see the side for the blue team, or where, you know, the race Immortal. So as the minimap shows, this Immortal will be on the left-hand side for the blue team race. Right side will be the... Well, it's going to be Immortals and race potential sides. Sorry. You know it's February, right? Yeah. The blood fountain and everything, yeah. Like, Danzig shows up and he's like, that's pretty bad metal. Oh, man. Oh, what a time. What a time. Take me back to 2010. Dollar menu at fast food chains, and we had Adult Swim was really good. Well, there's going to be a Mercenary Queen for the Sylvanas level 4. That's why we're seeing the buff on this Impaler camp here, and that's why Aura's kind of chilling around it. Close enough to get the trigger on it, but not going to be sieging in. Oh my god, dude, $5 footlongs. Oh my god. Dude, we were living, chat. We were living. Leap in for Sonya. She'll get the spear as well. The flailing swipe from Stukov. There was a stay while listening from the Decker Kane. Doesn't look like there's any sort of capitalization off of that one. There's a condemn from the Johanna. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo is not going to be able to save the Sonya, but a Bless Shield from the Johanna as they're trying, or from the, excuse me, there was a Stormbolt from the Muradin as they were trying to back away. Drag from the Dahaka does land onto the Chromie. She's going to be pulled out of position. Greymane goes in for the throat, the timeout from the Chromie. She's still dead. There's no way she gets out of this alive. Oh, dude, like, yeah, no, Subway's nothing amazing, but for $5 footlong, yes. That was like, you know, Little Caesars, you know, the $5 hot and ready. It's not amazing, but it's a $5 large pizza. Like, yeah. I know what I'm paying for. Yeah, they would do like, there would be like 1 month where you can get like a meal deal for like $5. It was like chips and drink and a footlong for $5. Bottom lane fort did go down during all of this. We currently have a catapult and wave approaching into top on the keep. We'll take a look at that in a minute because it looks like this team fight is still continuing around these Immortals, and it does seem like the members of CM Daybreak can possibly get this Immortal here. Humongous stay a while and listen. Leaping from Sony to follow that up as well. The Immortal will go over to the side of CM Daybreak, but will the team fight go their way? Greymane low. Venus taken down by a Spear of Sonya.
Now this is pod racing.
Okay. Little Caesars is still a great deal. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Dude, I used to eat Little Caesars like crazy bread as a meal. And that shit was just like not fully cooked dough and pizza sauce. By the way, 28 stacks for our Scroll of Identify for the Decker Kane for those of you who believed in him. You survived college because of Subway? It was McDonald's dollar menu for us because there was a McDonald's that was a block away from Detroit Mercy. McDonald's was like a big thing because like our campus didn't have 24-hour food. Like the dining hall shut down at 6 or 7. No, it was like 8 p.m. the dining hall shut down. And then there was like a grill. There was like the 360 grill or whatever, and that shut down at 9. So literally, if like there'd be some classes that got out like 8:30 or whatever. Big Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. The Dwarf Toss in from the Murden. We have a leap from Sonya as well. That's a double kill for the side of Hard Stuck Support Group as they want to make even more happen. Big Stay While and Listen catches the toe of Johanna. I thought it'd be bigger right there, but it was only a singular catch. It still doesn't matter. Johanna will go down. Aura with the Haunting Wave. Double Haunting Wave for the Windrunner. And she'll be able to get away. Savannah's fine. Yeah, dude. Like, for our studies for architecture, like, our building was open 24 hours a day. Like, we had a key card that could get us in at any time. So literally, like, you'd be in studio at, like, midnight, and you'd be like, I'm hungry. And it's like, well, we have to drive somewhere. And if you've been drinking, you basically just wandered around the architecture building until you found someone who was sober at, like, 12:30, and be like, hey, can you drive us to McDonald's? We'll buy you food. And that was the trade. It was like, hey, if you drive, we buy. Yeah. Good times. Good times in Detroit. Good times. I still have never had Jack in the Box, Walter, but I did look at their menu recently and it does look pretty decent. I need to try it soon. I've never had it in my entire life. It wasn't a big thing in Michigan. And there is one in Tahoe, but I never really have the desire to go to it. But I do need to give it a shot. You didn't have a cafeteria or dining hall? Weird. Or did you, was it like a community college? Because that's pretty common there. Like universities were typically, like, you'd have like dining halls and stuff. I know the early and mid 2000s weren't perfect at all, but yeah, things were, yeah, no, true. Alright, anyways, let's stop reminiscing and live in the present, which is here as the Storm, map number 1 of this best of 3 series for Division B East. We have a 15-6 game. Currently, all structures available on the left-hand side. Top bell tower, or top fort is a little low, but it does not look like it will fall anytime soon. Catapult pushing that wave. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo connecting onto a few. The Dahaka Dork Storm is active. The Flailing Swipes from Stukov trying to push back the enemies. Decker Kane does get his 30 stacks, so the Believers will be paid out at the end. Sonya trying to chase MVP, and the Dahaka thought he had the juke. Unfortunately, he rounds the corner, and Sonya's waiting there with her loving slam, jam, and double sword, ma'am. Immortal will go to top lane as the keep up there is more healthy, but it does seem like the crew of Hardstuck Support Group want to make a pentakill, quadra-kill happen. Weena's still alive here. Bottom lane keep does go down, and I do believe Hardstuck Support Group, they can go and end right here, right now in map number 1. Yo, Vito, what's up, bud? Oh, that's weird, Ninja. That's weird. Stormbolt onto Weenus. Stay a while and listen from Decker Kane. Doesn't find anyone. That story is canceled a little early. Core shielding is dropping. This is looking like, yes, it is going to be Hardstuck Support Group. They take a slower end, but it doesn't matter. They get the victory here. And that'll be map number 1 in this best 3 over to the left-hand side. GG. Well played. Dorms were full-blown apartments, and they expected us to make our food. Oh, interesting, Ninja. Huh. I've never heard of that before. Very interesting. Yeah, they expected us to make food in our dorms, too. We had, but you can't have, like, a hot plate or anything in your room. The most you could have was, like, something to boil water, like an electric kettle, a coffee machine, or a microwave. And a microwave. I mean, you couldn't even have candles in your room. And my roommate stunk. My roommate was a stinky man who did not shower enough and did not wash his dishes. So it was very stinky. And you were not allowed to have candles or incense or anything like that. It smelled always in our room. Ugh. Like, my mom always says this. She's like, I can't believe you lived with them freshman year and sophomore year. And I was like, yeah, me too.
Facility powering up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nexus Gaming Series Division B East matchup. Thank you all for hanging out, joining me. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Left-hand side is Hard Stuck Support Group, looking for a quick 2-0 in this series with a Random Engineer May, Ender Brightwing, Dawn on your Chromie, Omar G on the Hanzo, and this guy will be the Kira.
Systems online.
Right side of the map
10
is
seconds.
CM Daybreak, looking for a map 3 possibility through Braxis. Rakham Rhaegar are on the Tassadar, Venus Tychus, Tempest Jet Johanna, and MVP will be your Sonya. Let's get into it, everybody. Your Twitch predictions ready to go. Tychus is going to go in the Rhythm level 4. He does have Press the Advantage, which gives him a 5.5 range. So that means he has the average range of most ranged assassins. So that Press the Advantage may give opportunities for more dings. It's a big thing to note, though. That's a big thing, in my opinion, to note. Here comes the Blizzard down from the May. Tempest trying to back away. Does get hit with a scatter or two. We have the level 1 heavy pack for our May. So I'm wondering if we'll get the Slush Ball to lock down structures. It's a good siege tool, especially for a map like this. Because the lockdown's like, what, 2-3 seconds? We'll have to check if she does go that direction. Otherwise, we'll just look at the talents. But Psy Infusion Tassadar, Chromie with the Time Walker's Pursuit, Phase Shift, Hyper Shift for Brightwing. So we'll probably see Peekaboo level 7. That often, I feel like we see Peekaboo very often to kind of offset the nerf onto Hyper Shift. I haven't seen as much Critical Miss level 7. I feel like that talent's been kind of pushed down a little bit. It still is popular, but I feel like it's kind of been moved off of because of the nerf onto Hyper Shift, and people want that extra bolster in some sort of protective factor, and that could be with the Peekaboo. Good chunk of shielding on that. Sonya spears onto this guy in top lane. Kira goes for the Carnage, trying to heal up. Ender with the Polymorph, the Phase Shift Polymorph into top lane. Doesn't look like they'll be able to take down the Sonya. Beacon activation is here, one of the earlier objective phases in Heroes of the Storm. Tychus dashes forward, but still no level 4, so didn't pick up any stackage, but did have the minigun active there. You saw the red glow on the tip of the minigun there. A little grenade thrown in. Random Engineer steps out. There's a Blizzard down from the May, locking onto 2. Chromie with a bit of damage out as well. It's time. It's a big ding. Big ding to note. Sorry, it took me a second to read that. I don't know why. Beautiful Force Wall from Tassadar. May tries to icing in. Pops the Cryo Freeze. There will be Rhaegar a little bit low. Goes into Ghost Wolf form. Is able to get the chain heal out. Kira looks like she was able to push things up and chases down the Sonya on top. Able to get a kill onto her. First blood to the left-hand side of Hard Stuck Support Group. What's up, Struck? How you doing, bud? Oh, Johanna gets the Iron Skin activation. Little Sonic Arrow going out. Tassadar with some Shock Rays as well. Meanwhile, Tychus in top lane. He's being harassed by this guy, and I don't know if Tychus can make it out of this alive. He's definitely dead. Tychus taken down in top lane by the Kira. Let's take a look here really quickly what the last kill was. It's 4 overkill on the Blood Rage, but I think he was dead either way. Sonya has made her way back into this top lane engagement. Kira gets the revolving sweep. MVP getting chunked quite a bit here. It is slam build for the Sonya. No Tough as Nails, no Hurricane at this point. And we got 4,400 of 6,400. We got odds and decent odds on that Twitch prediction. Thank you, chat. Let's take a look here and see how Tychus does. He has made his way back. He's going to start activating the minigun, dashing out of the Blizzard of May. Gets about 7 stacks right there. Polymorph. We have Kira getting another kill in top lane. Tychus trying to chunk, as he does get chunked by this Chromie right now. More scatters coming out. The icing denied by an Iron Skin of the Johanna as the Time Walker's Pursuit will get some vision. Chromie trying to blast some sand onto the enemies. Oro, the Tassadar, hearthing out, will be interrupted and has to cancel that. Zergpen is filling up for Hard Stuck Support Group in the bottom lane. And can CM Daybreak turn the tables here in map number 2? It's 3-0 in kills, about a level lead. It's getting a little sketchy here for the right side team. So, our Tychus activates the minigun, little shock rays out from the Tassadar. Wave pushing up onto the fort. Thank you everyone for participating in the Twitch Gamble. It is a 3-second lockdown or shutdown of structures with that slush ball level 4. Zergwave in bottom is mostly cleared. Zergwave in top lane is pretty much annihilated, and this guy gets the Hearth out for full mana and HP. Phase shift from Brightwing. Actually, this guy sticks around, but not a whole lot of mana on that bottom bar there. Weenus is going to step up just to clear out the minion wave. We have one Guardian left. Tassadar doing the same. Alrighty. We will get 7 talents here on the right-hand side. Still about a level lead. Sonya spears into the wave. Kira looking for the revolving sweep. Cannot land that onto the Sonya. Tychus and Johanna will grab this camp on the bottom right for the bottom lane. Some chain heals coming out. Not too bad right now for the CM Daybreak, but as I mentioned, 3 kills, about a level lead. It's still a little bit of a hill to climb for CM Daybreak. Spear from Sonya. She'll go ahead and clear things out here in top. Weenus is going to activate the minigun. The grenade does miss. The grapple hook from Kira allows her to back away, and Weenus picks up a few more stacks. He did go Combat Tactician at level 7 as well, so reduce the cooldown on minigun by 4 seconds. Reduce the cooldown minigun by an additional 4 seconds after using running gun, so that's a nice way to spam your minigun ability. Blizzard down from Engineer here in bottom, just to poke at the minion wave a little bit. And we're waiting for heroics. My apologies. Looks like Kira goes down in top lane. Weenus able to get the last little bit of damage there. Was it a grenade toss? It looks like it was just an overkill from auto attacks. So Weenus at 18 stacks for the Twitch prediction. We'll have our bottom lane pushing in as well. Goliaths and Raven are here. A little bit of slow and Sin's exposed healing reduction onto Random Engineer. Weenus just dashes right in immediately, and he's like, wait a minute, maybe I don't want to be this close to the keep. He's going to activate the minigun, chunking into this Mei, and she will be shut down by that one. Nicely done for Weenus. That rotation, fantastic to help out the allies confirm the kill. Sonya over in top lane trying to clear things out, but this guy's going to show up. Misses the grapple hook. No tens available, no leap for Sonya. She's definitely dead in top. The fort does go down in bottom lane. Zerg wave will be built up for the red team for CM Daybreak through the bottom lane. Top lane will be our hard-stuck support group, but we do have our heroics coming through on both sides. Leap, Bless Shield, Draken Laser Drill, Black Hole, and Ancestor Healing. On the opposing side, we will see the Unrelenting Strikes, Dragon's Arrow, Slowing Sands, Blink Heal, and Ice Wall for the Mei. Tychus activates the minigun. He's inside of this Slowing Sands. The Dragon Arrow goes wide. Overkill activated, trying to take down Dawn, and the Ancestor Healing will help out Tempest Jet to step in. An Ice Wall and a Force Wall over here on the right side of our screen don't find any sort of value for either side, as Random Engineer hit with a Shock Ray, but it's just a singular kill onto the Chromie. Zerg Wave starting out for the members of CM Daybreak. Revolving sweep onto the Tassadar. Just going to try and back away. A big blizzard on the ground. There's going to be an unrelenting strike from the Kira, which is going to be met by a leap of Sonya. Rhaegar lunges in and bites the face of Kira, and she does go down. A respawned Chromie is here as well. A grenade from Tychus does hit Omar, but that's really all it gets. And meanwhile, speaking of things being gotten, Zerg Channel is in favor for the CM Daybreak friends. 4-4 in kills. First Zerg Wave is looking pretty promising through the bottom lane on the right side for CM Daybreak. Siege continues into top lane. Sonya in the bottom over here. Mei wants to take down the fort. That was... I'm sorry, Mei. I'm not too sure about that decision right there, but either way, here we go. Back into bottom lane. Zerg Wave pushing in. MVP is going to get polymorphed by the Brightwing. Just a couple slams onto the minion wave. He does get some splash onto the keep front gate. The top lane fort will be going down. Tychus on 62 stacks currently. 100 and some change away from the Twitch prediction. Doubters feeling comfortable. Believers probably believing. 9 minutes into this map. Zerg Wave and bottom cleared away. Top lane keep front gate will be taken down. Oh, that's a really good leap onto this guy. Sonya gets some revenge for earlier. The Bless Shield coming out as well. Want to take a look. Okay, looks like it's similar siege through top and bottom, but no, the Draken Laser Drill is going to be summoned here. They're looking for some sustained damage onto this keep, and the Dragon Laser Drill does provide really good siege damage, unless it's taken down by Chromie immediately. Alright, Venus scouted out. The Sonic Arrow from Hanzo sees the mount and the disengage. Actually, Tempest Jet's still seen for a moment or two there because of the Time Walker's Pursuit. Extended vision on the targets that were revealed. Next objective phase should be far off from announcement.
Hell yeah!
Absolutely, hell yeah! Alright, so camps to be grabbed for bottom lane wave. Is there a consideration for boss? Tempest is just kind of looking around, anchoring for the allies here. 13 talent tier advantage, a 1 level lead to the right side. Bottom fort still on a little bit of HP. And just painting the map red outside of the boss here for the side of CM Daybreak. Time Walker's Pursuit reveals just about everybody here. Everyone but the Tassadar. Top lane wave pushed up a little bit more by the Sonya. Really nice double camp in top lane, pushing up towards the keep. Kira is here. Nice snowball into the bush right there from Random Engineer. Just like, I feel like they're going to be around here still. An absolutely good call. Good map awareness. Kira with the revolving sweep. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo coming in as well. Kira tries to get away, but she is going to be taken down. Ancestor healing onto the Tassadar is going to bolster that HP bar. We have an Ice Wall connecting onto Rhaegar really quickly, but Random Engineer still taken down by the Tychus. Dragon Laser Drill summoned once again, focusing onto Omar. Going to move that focus of the Dragon Laser Drill back over to the keep. There we go. And top lane keep does go down. Can the members of CM Daybreak end right now? It's 11.5 minutes in. They've got a decent wave through top. 8 seconds on Mei. Kira has respawned. Venus getting low. Needs to dash out of here. Gets a regeneration globe and a quick heal from Rhaegar. The revolving sweep. Immediate reactivation onto Tempest. The condemn is the answer right back. Tyke is trying to step up right now. Good grenade coming out, but not enough for a kill. Random Engineer with the beautiful icing in, and that'll be Hanzo with the last little bit of damage to take down Sonya. That does put the core at 36%, but it will not be felled as Johanna's Iron Skin activates. She's looking to back away the Sonic Arrow onto her. But our Zerg Wave and Zerg Pens are filled up. 87 stacks for this Tychus currently. Alrighty, 16 is almost here. It is a 2-level lead on the right-hand side and almost level 16 of talent tier advantage. The bottom lane fort is still not gone down. You see the assist pings. Tempest is going to walk into a whole heck load of enemies. That's going to be a Dragon's Arrow revolving sweep. Johanna with the Iron Skin activation. The Black Hole from Tassadar pushes the enemies back. The Ice Wall will connect on to Tychus. Dragon Laser Drill down for 19 more seconds. As a Bless Shield from Johanna is ready to be ripped, and so is a leap for Sonya. Sonya in this mix, she's got a leap potentially available. That's going to be onto the backline enemies. The revolving sweep from Kira does force back Sonya. Brightwing the first one to fall. Johanna looking to come in with the condemn, and that will be Kira and Mei picked off. 109 stacks for Tychus, but it looks like the call to go core is going to be had. No, they're going to get a boss first. Funny enough, the doubt payout is 1 to 1.69. That's just kind of funny. Anyways, Archangel for bottom lane. Zergwave being built up for top lane currently. Camps to be grabbed all around, or at least on the left-hand side. We still have one siege camp over here, but I don't think that's the that's the priority from CM Daybreak. Tassadar threatened a little bit here. Currently have a bit of a split fight as Tychus does go down to the Chromie. Black Hole from Tassadar. This guy trying to get the revolving sweep activation. That's going to be a huge slap onto the ground. Brightwing still taken down. Tassadar picked off as well. It's a 1 for 2 as Mei will be the full trade. 2 for 2. Leap in for Sonya. She's going to try and take down this guy. It looks like the trade is going to favor the right side, and that will be a triple kill. But still, the double kill coming through, and we will see CM Daybreak pushing in through bottom lane. Braxa Snowball Ruthless. No, Mei took Ice Wall, homie. What are you talking about? Mei took Ice Wall. See? It's Ice Wall, not Snowball. Come on. How you doing, Lido? Good to see you, bud. Well, the Zerg wave through top is colliding to the core. We have Archangel here as well. Chromie will go down, and that is going to be map number 2 in this best of 3 series over the side of CM Daybreak. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading into a map number 3. GG, well played.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Left-hand side of our Division B East matchup here in the Nexus Gaming Series. We've got Random Engineer for Hardstuck Support Group playing your Varian, Ender Whitemane, Dawn on the Chromie, this guy Dahaka, and Omar G is your Hanzo. On the right-hand side, we got CM Daybreak, Juan is back on the Tychus, Tempest Jet will be your Muradin, MVP Blaze, Rakham will be the Rhaegar, and Aura on the Sylvanas.
5, 4, 3.
So, if you don't know, as a reminder, every 2 basic attacks against the same hero within 10 seconds grants 1 redemption, stacking up to 12. Dying decreases redemption by 3, and redemption can be lost even at maximum stacks. What does redemption do? 50% faster attack speed for Hanzo. If you don't know. Dahaka lands a dragon bottom lane. Rakham trying to get away. And Rakham will not be taken down. Looks to re-engage with some allies, but I don't know about that one. Oh, that. Oh my god, that was almost. My god, that Chromie almost got the kill. It was like 4 HP for Rakham right there. Just clench. The biggest clench right there. Varian charges in, but he's not a real man, or not a real boy. No, he's not going to be a real hero just yet. He doesn't have his level 4. He doesn't have taunt. So he charges in, tries to get something going. Nothing works out, and that'll be the end of the engagement in bottom. But almost a kill for Hardstuck Support Group. Chromie almost taking down the Rhaegar there as Dahaka is forced to pop some essence in mid lane. He did go into enhanced agility. He's going to head his way up to top lane. Looks like there's going to be a bit of missed experience from both sides. Hanzo going for the left side camp. Right side camp will be worked on by Weenus. I think Rak was helping out a little bit right there. We got 5,000 to 69 on the Hanzo level 1. I think you can do better than that, chat. Dahaka Dark Swarm activation. Looks to step in. A Jet Propulsion from Blaze is the answer. This guy is able to get back behind the fort front gate. Meanwhile, over here, this is going to be our Siege Camp grab for the mid lane. Or Bruiser Camp, excuse me. Siege Giants and bottom laner here. Varian is sold the idea that Aura's all down here by herself, but meanwhile, the allies are about to rotate in, and Random Engineer will be taken down. Aura has the Black Arrows activated, and this will be fantastic siege to the bottom lane for the members of CM Daybreak. The rotation's going to take a moment here, so this should be the entire fort front gate taken down. Tempest Jet could be anchoring. His siege is not, like, insane. He doesn't have the Sledgehammer level 4, but you know what? He's like, I'm just going to help out my teammates. A couple auto attacks here and there will help out a bit. But Tempest and friends are able to back away. They get about 70% of this fort in the bottom lane. Siege Giants push in. Wonderful rotation. Good kill onto... who died right there again? I forget. It was the Varian in bottom lane. Siege follows up. Tempest Jet drops the Thunderclap. Varian answers back with a charge. No taunt activation. Yo, 5,000 to 7,700. Okay, all right. We got some odds here. For those of you wondering, Redemption's currently on 4 to 12. Tempest Jet taunted for a moment in front of the fort front gate, but won't be taken down. First objective is here. Omar with the channel. He's trying to get in. Oil Slick, no Ignite onto that one, but the slow was there. The Ignite actually comes a second after. Jet Propulsion onto this guy. Tempest really low, and Whitemane actually finds the kill. The healer, the real assassin in this game, MVP, is unfortunately taken down as well. And Chromie trying to get Rakham, but I'm not going to be seeing any sort of kill into the Rhaegar right there. We will have Dawn with the channel, and that'll be first objective tribute point to the side of Hardstuck Support Group. Bit of siege in bottom lane to answer for that early game. As I mentioned, there was this fort that got chunked down to about 20-30% right there. Venus actually dashing in after taking a big burst from this Chromie. Murden lands the Stormbolt, but there's no allies to step up, or no allies have stepped up with Murden. They're a little too far away. Rackham goes in with the lunge, has to self-cast that chain heal, and runs in a straight line. Varian actually gets the last little bit of damage, but I think Chromie would have confirmed it either way. All right, Twitch Gamble's about to close. Hanzo currently at 10 redemption stacks. It's 3-1 in kills. 420 into map number 3 of our best 3 series here in NGS. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate everyone lurking, chatting, all that good stuff. And don't forget to use your Prime Gaming here. All the reminders. Subscribe, follow. Same thing on YouTube. Subscribe over on YouTube. We've actually been growing the YouTube, like, out of nowhere. The YouTube started growing again, so I don't know how, but whatever. I ain't gonna complain. I'm happy we're getting more subscribers over on YouTube, which does not cost you any money. And if I hit 1,000 subs over there, we can monetize the channel. More scratch for Bandit. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Chromie level 10 is being held currently. Let's see, probably Slowing Sands, Temporal Loop, there's a Bunker, Will the Forsaken. There's too many things to deal with Temporal Loop. I'd like to see Slowing Sands, and it will be Slowing Sands picked up. Dahaka in bottom lane, has he been caught out? He's got Lurker Strain level 4, bops back the enemies, pops some Essence. This guy will not be taken down in bottom. Sylvanas, does she have black arrows? She does have black arrows if they wanted to step in, but I guess too many enemies on the minimap were missing, and no step up from CM Daybreak to try and take down the bottom lane fort completely. Rhaegar steps in to get the regeneration globe, and I think he's going to get punished heavily for just trying to get a globe. He is going to be taken down. That is rough. That is really rough. You step up like 2 feet for a globe, and you get absolutely bursted down by the enemy. 10 seconds on Rhaegar. This objective, well, it's going to be Curse Potential for the left side. MVP with 1 delay. Oops. Sorry, I almost dropped my water bottle. He's going for the channel. Looks like he'll be able to grab this unbothered. All right. I was like, why are we jet propulsioning MVP? Because fuel leak, I see. Okay, all right. It's like, you can't jet propulsion into minions. The silly, silly player. 10 talent tiers here on both sides. We got the Warbringer for the Varian. He can charge every 4 seconds. And to allies as well. Scarlet Aegis, Whitemane, Slowing Sands, Chromie. We also have the Isolation to Hawk and the Dragon's Arrow for Hanzo. Avatar from Murden's activated. Draken Laser Drill, Bunker, Ancestor Healing, and Wailing Arrows. There's going to be a Stormbolt piercing onto 2. The Ancestor Healing onto Tempest. The Draken Laser Drill does come down, cutting through some health bars. The Bunker from Blaze is activated as the Isolation does connect onto Muradin. A lot of enemies are jumping around inside this, or a lot of allies are jumping inside this bunker, but it doesn't seem like it's really going the way of CM Daybreak. These red health bars are just not staying up. And the scatters and such from Hanzo. The poke from Chromie is really good. Rack trying to get out of here. Tempest Jet lands the Stormbolt. Aura turns around, but had the Haunting Wave already activated and gets the teleport. I was having a small heart attack for the Sylvanas player right there. As our next objective is up and available in the bottom of the map and could be cursed for the left-hand side. Taika step in 2 seconds. Can they defend? One delay onto Rack. Sylvanas taunted. She dead. Rack goes in. They're going to try and trade, but unfortunately, Rhaegar is going to be absolutely burned down. Jet Propulsion from Blaze comes in, lands a big splash stun, but still, no one on this left-hand side is dying. There are low blue bars, but no health bars to be depleted completely. Omar gets a tiny natural agility over the edge of the wall right there, as we are looking to contest over this objective. They could just give this, reset, but I'm thinking that we're going to see some well taps. Omar and Dawn will chill in this bottom lane area, or around the objective area. Consistently trading off on delays. Taika's left-hand side, maybe looking for a flank in the engagement. 7-1 in kills. Here we go, engaging once again. Tychus with the grenade, but he backs away immediately. Murden's stepping up, and he's just taking a lot of free poke from the enemies. Hanzo does have that sharpened arrowhead, so he does reduce armor per auto attack. Up to -20 if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be an avatar activation, as Hanzo did land the Dragon's Arrow into a few enemies. The Scarlet Aegis from the Whitemane as the Wailing Arrow does connect into a few. Tempest Jet getting an Ancestor Healing from the Rhaegar allied side. Dawn getting low, did activate the timeout, canceled that early to try and back away, and it worked out as Tychus will be the one to go down. The Draken Laser Drill is active. Murden trying to Dwarf Toss away. They're still trying to trade as MVP gets chunked down to 287 HP. But it does not look like Omar can find the last couple autos into Blaze. Is there a scatter to delay? It does get one delay. Here comes a taunt onto Muradin. He's able to Dwarf Toss out. Meanwhile, Aura very healthy in the low side of this, but zoned by Ender. Aura should have one more delay with a Haunting Wave, but that should be the end of the delays from the side of CM Daybreak. And now Hardstuck support group, they will be able to make their way into these lanes for objective. And I was about to ask, does Dahaka brush talk? Absolutely. Immediately making his way to top lane, picks up as much experience and starts pushing. Speaking of push, bottom lane, are they going to go past the fort and just look for the keep front gate? Doesn't look like it. Wait, yes it does. Maybe not, maybe it is. Tychus in top lane does zone the Dahaka here. Overkill activated. 58 stacks. Dahaka steps up, looks for the drag. That's decent damage onto Tychus. Does he have Essence? Oh, no way! No, the minions! Oh, boy. All right, well, they end up trading. What was the overkill on Tychus here? What's the overkill from the minion wave? Do I have Tychus? 41 overkill from the minion wave. Variant finds a taunt. That's going to be Rhaegar going down. Murden's still trying to trade here. He gets the Dwarf Toss out of the Slowing Sands. Still have Blaze up in top lane as Tempest Jet is able to make it out. But oh my god, that trade right there is so unfortunate. I thought Weenus was going to have the YouTube play, but no, he just ends up trading. So we'll see a level lead on the left-hand side, 14-13, 10-2 in kills. It's looking really, really good for Hardstuck support group in this map number 3. We got a ping on the boss, and we'll probably be seeing that grabbed here. Yep, we'll see that picked up by Hardstuck support group. CM Daybreak. I'm going to try and regain control of some experience in lanes here. Dahaka doing the macro thing, clearing things out. You've probably seen meandering down. Granted, he is heading back towards top, but Varian sets up in the bush. Hanzo on the point for a Dragon's Arrow, but that's up in 9 seconds. Dahaka brush talking in. The Draken Laser Drill coming down from the Tychus. The Scarlet Aegis from White Mane activated as the Haunting Wave with the Wailing Arrow comes through. Hanzo and Varian do go down. The boss is stolen away by CM Daybreak, and they land a beautiful triple kill. I can't believe it. That is absolutely titanic for the side of CM Daybreak. I guess I could say it's more so titanic for the side of Hardstuck support group since they're sinking. Oh boy, alright. Well, memes aside, boss is here in bottom. Next objective phase will be top left of the minimap, but I think CM Daybreak, they want to confirm a keep in bottom. It's gonna be a little difficult right now since the enemy team is fully respawning in about 2 seconds with the Dahaka on his way. Dragon's Arrow onto the Rhaegar. Oh my god, he's taken down by Chromie with like a max range Dragon's Breath. Will they confirm the keep? No, they won't. Keep will be at about 60% HP overall. Blaze in top lane, pushing up onto the fort here. Mid lane, mid fort. Charge onto Tempest, who answers back into random engineer with a Stormbolt.
Gather tribute.
They're soaring like the Hindenburg.
It was simple.
They're doing as well as the U.S. Confederacy. Oh, wait. Did you know the Wii U had a longer life than the U.S. Confederacy? Do you guys know that? Nintendo's worst console they ever made lived longer than the Confederacy. Anyways, we got our bottom lane Dahaka clearing things out. Mid lane camp pushing in. Tychus trying to take down the fort here. We got a brush talk in from the Dahaka. 16 talents here on both sides. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze does not connect. Currently going to be having a heck load of damage onto MVP, who cannot get the Ancestor Healing in time. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo won't connect as Rakham is trying to back away. The Isolation does connect. Dahaka with the Dark Swarm and the Rundown with the help of Hanzo currently have this objective phase given away as Tempest Jet gets hit with one deep breathing. Uh-oh, the drag from Dahaka does connect, and this is going to be boss, I believe, grab for Hardstuck support group. Well, ain't that something? Ain't that something, huh? You know, we were talking about horror movies earlier. I realized that the vice presidential debate's tonight, so if anyone feels like watching a horror movie based in the United States, that's going to be happening. There was a really good meme post about Tim Waltz about how he lied during cornhole during a 2010 backyard game, and it was so funny from The Onion. I had to try and find the article and I'll put it in Discord, but it was one of those like really good Onion meme articles.
Blue team has destroyed a
No, I'm gonna watch the VHS 1 and maybe VHS 2 tonight. That's what I'm doing. That is my game plan for this evening. I always like when October hits, I usually watch one horror movie per night. So I'll probably watch VHS 1 tonight. And right now I'm just waiting on books to arrive in the mail. That's the big thing for me. I've got like 2 books on the way and 1 pre-ordered. Siege Giants grabbed here on the left-hand side. We got a little lull in the game as Dahaka will grab second of 3 objectives for his side. Hardstuck support group. It looks like there's a 1 structure advantage, I believe. Yep, it's 4-3, and that's this mid lane fort. Still up and available. Boss for bottom lane in 1:14. Boss in top lane 3:48. Sorry, I got an eyelash in my eye. Ironically, the one thing it's supposed to do didn't do it. I love how eyelashes are meant to keep things out of your eyes, but you always get an eyelash in your eye. All right, so the map has no camps available currently. 32 seconds, I think, is the lowest cooldown for any camp. Boss up in 50 seconds. Top center of the map is going to be our next objective phase. Will the members of Hardstuck Support Group fight over this, or do they just go for 20s? Oh my god, Dahaka brush stucks in. He's going to be right next to the Blaze. Tychus dashes in. Grenade as well. A Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo connecting onto a few. There's a Haunting Wave in from Sylvanas, the Ancestor healing onto one ally right there as they jump inside the bunker. Muradin looking for the Stormbolt, does land it. The Scarlet Aegis from Whitemane does connect in time as Ender's getting low, but Whitemane is still healing up. Unfortunately, Rhaegar gets the bite on her butt. We will see this guy trying to back away. Hanzo goes down. A big jet propulsion from Blaze as Dahaka Lurker strains into the enemy right there, trying to find something. The Stormbolt from Muradin. Time stop from Chromie, but it's not enough. Did she go time travel? She did. She does have the armor buff as well. Aura! Will she be able to trade? No. The Black Arrow from Sylvanas was active, but her health bar is way too low, and this will be 2 out of 3 tribute points to the side of CM Daybreak. Boss is up and available for bottom lane if anyone wants to go for it. Actually, I would have loved to see CM Daybreak go for it, but as I realized that, they need to reset just about everybody on their team for full mana and HP. Death timers are still long, but by the time they rotate here, I don't know if it'll be enough. Muradin pushes the wave into mid. Chromie with the Time Walk's Pursuit, checking to see if there's anyone below, but no one's there. Whitemane respawning. She got the Scarlet Aegis ready to go as well. Nope, no one saw that. Just gonna go take a look in top lane. Nothing was seen over there. By the way, for the Twitch predictors, Redemption currently at 9 stacks. Hanzo did get picked off in the engagement. So this will be boss for bottom. They can't double boss because the timer is just 1:39. Siege Giants grabbed over here. Bruiser camp over there. I'd like to see CM Daybreak push with this. It is going to be 20 talent tier for defense and push. We have Focusing Diodes for our Tychus, Rewind Muradin, Fortified Bunker Blaze, Farseer's Blessing, and the Withering Barrage. On the opposing side, it will be the Scarlet Crusade, Glory to the Alliance, Piercing Sands, Isolation Contagion upgrade, which is the Splash, and it's just Splash, yeah. And then we have the Bullseye for Hanzo. Looks like there's going to be a call for mid lane fort. So they push boss into bottom, they leave that, and they go for objective phase. All right, CM Daybreak. Can they make big moves off of this objective? No way they make this rotation in time. There's no way they rotate in here and delay. Like, yeah, I just don't see it. Blaze should have a delay. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to delay this at all. Maybe like a Hanzo scatter attempt, but even then it's still just too long of a rotation, too late, or a little too late. And Curse goes over to the right-hand side. Can CM Daybreak reverse sweep this series? It is a best of 3, and the crew of Hardstuck Support Group did win map number 1. Technically a reverse sweep. It doesn't feel as monumental as like a best of 5 reverse sweep. Baby reverse sweep, we'll call it. Blaze still working on the sidewalls. igniting some oil slick, poking onto Omar. Omar 10 stacks currently on redemption. Draken Laser Drill does come down. It does have that focusing diodes, and it also has that extended range, so that range is good. And level 20 Draken Laser Drill is like insanely good in my opinion for sieging as well. Sieging and zoning, like anytime someone steps up, Draken Laser Drill activated onto that target. They step away, reactivated onto the keep. And that will be taken down. This guy flanks in, burrows into the ground, Lurker's trying to bop. That's going to be a nice drag onto Rhaegar, but it's met by a Stormbolt to the Bird and the Scarlet Aegis from the White Mane. Huge Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas into the enemies. A big bar of healing over time for this guy, as that will be Weenus going down. Dwarf Toss out from Muradin. Bottom lane keep is taking some damage, but it's mostly this mid lane wave getting value on the keep front gate. And honestly, the objective phase, I mean, it yields a keep, so it is a structure advantage to the side of CM Daybreak, as the boss in top lane is available. That would go straight towards core. Could be a game-winning boss, as Chromie uses Time Walker's Pursuit. She will see the Muradin. Maybe she saw the Muradin? I'm not sure, actually. I jumped onto the vision a little too late. Alright, so we know they're over there, starting out boss. Varian shows up. 16-9 in kills. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. She ends up in the little corridor over here. They gotta go. They gotta go. They can't delay any longer, and it looks like they have to give. They're giving this boss away. Okay. Top lane wave is pretty decent, but it's not gonna be much. Actually, it's gonna get one more wave passing the boss, I believe. Mid lane wave crashing onto the keep. Catapults do fixate onto structures, so this won't be focused onto the keep in mid, while the mini wave does crash. Oh, boss in top lane is not being assisted in the siege, so I do believe this should be boss cleared out before it gets much, if any, value on the keep front gate. Okay, it's going to take down a tower and get a couple autos onto the gate. Meanwhile, Dahaka has pushed things out in top lane. The mid lane keep is saved. The bottom lane keep is still pretty much where it was earlier. And we're 21 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tense one. Hanzo full on redemption, 133 stacks for Tychus. He's over double the minigun duration time. Baseline is 3 seconds. Getting 100 stacks will give you another 3 seconds because it's a 0.03 stack per second. Or 0.03 second increase per stack. There we go. Set it backwards. Oh, badoo, badoo, badoo. What are we going to see here? So it could be curse potential on the left-hand side. So obviously every single tribute point has to be focused on or contested by the side of CM Daybreak. They don't want to eat a curse because there's a lot of push potential on the map. Dahaka is showing in top lane. I bet he's got a Brush Stalker available. Jet Propulsion finds 2 from Blaze. Cleanse out from White Mane with the intercession. The Wailing Arrow is pretty good, forcing White Mane back. Big Stormbolt from Muradin. That's a huge Scarlet Aegis! The Scarlet Crusade comes through at the last second, and it's Varian and Dahaka still to go down, but man, the Ender was like 2 HP and then got bolstered to like full. Bottom lane keep is still available. Let's check. Does Aura have black arrows? Oh no, Aura! Whoo, that was almost a kill. I was gonna say they could black arrow the keep and run past it and go core, but I guess that's not going to be the call. They do have a wave to push into bottom. 38 seconds on Dahaka, 34 on the Varian. Tychus dashes forward, starts taking down the sidewall just to open things up. Draken Laser Drill down for the next 53 seconds. A scatter off the sidewall. Chunks Weenus here. Timeout from Chromie. Boss is available for bottom. 10 on Varian Death Timer, 12 on Dahaka. Dahaka will have... Excuse me. Dahaka will have Brush Talk available a little, like 2 or 3 seconds after he respawns. They know they're on this, obviously, the Chromie's Time Warp's Pursuit. Hanzo Bullseye, stuns Tychus. There's the Brush Talk from Dahaka. The Dragon's Arrow's huge. Isolation Contagion doesn't get as much spread as I thought it was, but they still run down the Rhaegar. Muradin Dwarf tosses onto the point with the Avatar activation. I don't think he's going to be able to grab this. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze is pretty good, but it's not going to be enough to trade. And this is Tychus, Rhaegar, and Muradin all going down. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas trying to get away. The Windrunner to get back into the bottom lane. Gets the mount. I don't think Random Engineer has the distance for a charge. Now he does. But the Haunting Wave still got activated. Bottom lane keep. I mean, 35 seconds on average for three allies. A Blaze Sylvanas defense. This looks like it's going to be a real rough go, especially with the curse picked up by Dahaka, the boss coming through bottom lane. I think this is Hard Stuck support group solidifying victory here in map number 3. But let's take a look and see. I mean, boss is on core, tribute. Yeah, this is going to be a real rough defense, and I don't think it's going to be doable. I believe Hard Stuck support group are going to be taking map number 3 in this best of 3 series. Isolation combination. Sylvanas does go down, and this is, yes, Hard Stuck support group take the series 2-1. GG. Well played here in Division B East. All right. Well, let's take a look at our stats and see, was Hanzo full on redemption by the end? Was our hand soap player full? Yes, indeed he was. The quest has been completed, and we will pay out the people properly.